episode of the Whiteboard Game. The boys talk about their songs of the summer.
Intro music is flooding in. There are people outside the door saying, Whiteboard Game, yeah, woo. They're going nuts. The boys are back. The boys are back. Hello. Welcome. It is, I think, currently about a sweltering 32 degrees.
Really? Was it that hot?
Maybe, that's what my phone says. You are listening to The Whiteboard Game.
Yes.
With me, Frederick.
And me, Chris.
With us, Idio Twin. With you, audience. This time round, this edition is, it's summer. It's summery. Summery. We're going to be giving each other some summery music, as we always do. If you need a brush up of the rules, it's, we just give each other music extracts. It will become evident. We've explained it so many times, it will become evident. If you need a breakdown, go and watch the first 5 minutes of the first ever episode and then come back here. We give each other music extracts, but they're summery today. That's the theme. Summer. Before we get right into it, how you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying my summer. It's currently August when we're recording this.
It is August, yes.
A nice warm August currently in
nice.
London. Yeah. Nice if you're inside and you have a fan on. Maybe not generally. It's a bit too hot at the moment,
Too
arguably.
hot for me. I'm not a heat man.
Yeah. Works with this game, I suppose, because it couldn't be any less summery on a day like this.
Very true. We might have chosen the best day.
But yeah, no, in general, I've been having a good time. Went away to Cornwall with my family for a bit, which was very nice. Very nice time away from my actual life, which isn't too bad. I don't have a bad life, I must say. I should feel blessed in many ways. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it last year, but our church does a holiday club thing where kids come in 3 mornings of the summer and they do some fun things like craft, and they play games and they learn a bit about the big man upstairs. And it's all fun, and I was involved in that a bit, and that was good. I enjoyed that. Yeah, we're chilling. How about you?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. As I say, too hot for me, but we're managing. I'm older than I was last game. I'm now officially a year older since we last recorded.
You're now officially in your mid-20s. You can't claim you're in your early 20s anymore.
Right, I could stop the recording right now. That's immediate. Right.
When I realised that, it made me sick.
Right. That's crazy. Imagine revoking your right to half points even before we've started giving each other answers.
I'm feeling confident.
Crazy.
What can I say?
Yes, I'm now 18.
What the flip? I'm 24. Why am I hanging out with an 18-year-old? What the hell?
Can you hear that? That's a police siren in the distance.
There's always police sirens in London. Editor, you don't need to add a police siren.
Chris is the editor.
There's always police sirens in London.
I'm not 18. I'm older than that. It was all right. It was fine. As birthdays go, it was like, I don't know, a 6.
It's pretty good for you.
I might be lower, to be honest, actually.
It sucked.
No, 3.5.
How bad was your birthday? I was with you on your birthday. What the hell, man?
That's the half point. It would be a 3 otherwise.
Okay.
So,
glad I could make it better in any capacity.
Yeah, so that happened. Send your wishes in on a postcard, please. That would be nice. I would appreciate it. I went to Belgium on my own.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know what I'm meant to say here, because what if, like, people who are from Belgium listen?
Depends if they know English.
The English of the Belgian people that I met, at least, was very good.
Yeah.
My French is decent, but their English is better than my French, tell you that much. It was all right. Bruges is nice. Brussels, I don't think it's unfair of me to say that Brussels is just like another Northern European capital, basically. I think with all... look, I was only there. I wasn't there for very long, so there's probably a hell of a lot I missed. But it's pretty to walk around.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, you know, a lot is said of places like Amsterdam springs to mind for like personality. I think maybe you spend longer in Amsterdam than you do Brussels, is what I'll say.
Okay. But it's still nice, though.
Yeah, no, still nice. Here you go. I'll start my war here. I think this is the safest controversial opinion I can share. They're just chips. The whole sort of frite thing. They are just chips.
I mean, chips are chips, man.
No, but, you know, people like, you know, there's a birthplace of the chip, and they make quite a big deal of,
Oh, right.
you know, like chips.
But like every birthplace of like anywhere that's made good food, brag about it, and you go there and it's like, it's pizza, it's whatever other country is associated with whatever kind of food.
It's just fish and chips.
It's just a fish and a chips.
And on that point, what we'll do, we'll let that one hang for a second. See, I can always just about get away with it because I can say, no, it's a Greek accent I'm doing, it's fine. You have no excuse.
I found it really funny. I can't tell if that's racist.
No, I'd like to think the average person would agree that that was an amusing moment.
Top 10 whiteboard game moment, arguably. Shows how low we're scraping the barrel with them, really.
Well, no, I think you've got up there, you've got moments, quite a few moments we haven't recorded, for like when that one game where we both chose the same Steve Reich extract. For me, that's like debatably number one.
That was really good. An unrecorded one, unfortunately. That was one of the first ones we did, though, wasn't it?
Early game. I'm sure there are others. I think we can start. What do you reckon?
I think we can, yeah.
At the time of recording, Idio Twin have had 2 recent gigs. We were at the workshop in Shoreditch, which is a space I quite like. Also because it's in walking distance of bagels. That was good. Then we had another gig at the Stag's Head in Hoxton. I thought the pub itself was nice, but Hoxton...
Area not great.
Yeah.
Gig pretty good. I thought we played
good.
okay.
I think we played quite well. And as I say, at the time of recording, we have got one coming up this Sunday. So if you are a time traveller and you hear this when this is released and you really want to see Idio Twin finally back at the Spice of Life after like a month and a half hiatus, which is the average pause we have between gigs, so it's not even a big return for a Spice of Life gig. It's normally that space between them. Then... come on down. If you time travel, we haven't done it yet. So yeah, that'll be fun. Looking forward to that.
Time travel, it might be nice for you to come to our first gig that we ever did.
And actually all the other ones as well.
Yeah.
If you time travel and you have like 1,000 other time traveling friends, that would be really helpful. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, I plugged the brand. Now we can start.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And same thing that happens every single time. Who goes first, Chris? Because I don't know.
You do.
Me
Yeah.
guess first.
I realised that whoever guesses first also intros
That's very
for
useful.
the round.
That's
which
very useful.
is helpful.
So, get out the way, Audacity file. So, your first extract you gave to me, Chris. I suppose you can talk to me about, as I intend to, the summariness of each of your extracts.
Yeah. Gonna have to analyse them.
Yes. This is off, to this day, the one album by this person I've listened to.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's poor.
Look, they are on the ever-looming list. And I've done very well this year so far. I've done really well with it. But I haven't quite got to them yet. I said that this was Tyler, the creator. There's a comma in there, you see.
Thought you mispronounced tiger there.
Tiger.
Why would I use a tiger extract?
First time for everything. I said this was called, I believe it's called Where This Flower Blooms.
Okay.
I said 2016. I said pop rap or hip hop. I think that's what it's called. I know from the sound of it that it is my favourite track off the album, which is called Flower Boy. There we go.
No, it isn't.
What's it called?
It's got 2 words in front of it. The first one is scum, and the second one is a word I will not say on the podcast, but it starts with an F.
Is it?
Yeah.
This album?
Yeah.
I thought it was just Flower Boy.
No, it's a proper title.
Oh.
Is Scum Flower Boy.
Oh.
But it's not released. It's not released properly like that. If he was still in his like Wolf Goblin days,
early
that's what it would be
period.
called. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's just called
Before
Flower
he got
Boy
trendy.
for the casual listeners.
Before
Yes,
they gentrified Tyler.
it was Tyler the Creator. The track is called Where This Flower Blooms. You're correct.
Thank
it
you.
features Frank Ocean,
Yes.
which is nice. Weird to think that he hasn't put out an album since this.
But he has
track.
released sex toys and things.
Yeah, he's released songs and stuff, as well as things I will not be buying.
But the songs.
I mean, I got Spotify, don't know.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, Rate Your Music did say pop rap, and I sort of thought, I don't really know what would constitute pop rap.
Radio friendly rap, I guess. I don't know.
I guess so, yeah. But hip hop, yeah, that's good. 2017 when it came out. Yeah, I would have listened to this in 2019 sort of time. I was quite into hip hop around that time. And what I think there might be 1 or 2 other extracts that echo this sort of sentiment. When I was younger, I enjoyed Summers a lot more. I think there was a lot more beauty with it. I think the reasons I liked it are the same now. You know, people are out, everyone's happy. You know, it's all bright. I guess when you're a child, maybe like a warm feeling is nicer than a cold feeling, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe, but,
I suppose. Reminds you of the womb.
Yeah. But at the same time, as kids, we were able to do stuff like play football in sweltering heat for an hour and then be able to, you know, withstand another, you know, lesson in the afternoon, which I don't know how we did.
I tell you what, even if I wanted to do that, even if I was capable, I couldn't. Because it's not just that, you know, your knees get a bit weaker or whatever. But everyone's working now. Or everyone's on holiday or...
Yeah. That's how it is.
No more kickabouts with the lads. Anyways,
this... well, I suppose the album Flower Boy and the title of the track, Where This Flower Blooms generally, blooming flowers... summery, everything's in blossom. Again, that's another reason why I like summer. Everything, all the flowers are in bloom. The trees aren't bare and crooked and scraggly, and it's very pretty. I think if I were writing an English essay, I think there's lots of directions I could pull with this track as to why I think it's summery that aren't just, it just feels summery. Yeah, you know, that's just how it feels to me. Which ultimately is how it's going to be most of the time anyway. It just feels summery to me. And so when it's associated with memories and it's got that sort of reflection of flowers and blooming and stuff, then it fits a bit more. And I think I'd agree with you. This is one of my favourites off of the album as well. Frank's part is gorgeous. I think he handles the production of it very well, Tyler, in this one. Especially this being his first sort of widely celebrated album as well. I think it sets a good precedent for the rest of the album and ultimately the rest of what he's done in his career, which is very, very impressive. I think I don't think there's many Tyler albums I haven't listened to.
He's only just released another one.
I was going to say I haven't listened to his very new one, which I think is Don't Tap the Glass. I haven't listened to Cherry Bomb or Wolf or that one that starts with a B, and I will not say on the podcast.
Fatherless Infant.
Indeed, which I've heard isn't actually too bad. But it is also in his whack. Well, not whack period, but like, I don't know.
Dark period.
Troll period, his sort of shock Shock beer is probably the right way of saying it. But yeah, got a lot of respect for him. I think he's a very, well, as his name would suggest, the creator, I think he's a very creative rapper. I mentioned this sort of stuff in one of the previous episodes where I talked about one of his newest albums. You can watch that if you fancy. But as for now, I'm going to leave that there. And you can have 4 points.
Sweet.
Good
Thank
start
you.
for you.
Thank you. It goes down from here.
Well, have faith.
Have faith.
It might go well. My first answer for your first extract will be this. Now, this sounded like FIFA music.
Yeah, huge shout.
Which I don't remember it being on a FIFA track, but it had that vibe. So I guessed in a similar sort of time to the heyday of FIFA music. And I've also guessed a band that have had a song used on FIFA, and I don't know where they went after that. I haven't heard another track by them. Was it? I've put Dream Pools, but I'm not sure if it was Small Pools.
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember exactly.
It might have been Small Pools. I've put Dream Pools. I'm going to leave it because I don't think either of them are right.
Okay.
I guess it was called Take a Walk. It sounded like that's what he was saying in the chorus. I put alt rock / indie rock. It had sort of like, I don't know, it's very of its time, I feel. Don't know how to describe it. I put 2013, like mid 2010s, had that vibe. Again, if you've played any of the FIFA games, you'll know the vibe.
I will give you 3 points.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I'll give you the genre, yeah.
Thank you.
So, do you remember when we were in secondary school and we were in senior choir?
Okay.
And there was one song we sang which I don't think anyone enjoyed singing. And it was like the album cover was like pink, and I can't remember exactly what. The song. I think I blocked it out, to be honest.
I think I have as well. I don't remember.
So did not enjoy doing it. It's like we've all got problems. Also, I get carried away from you. Oh,
what year was this? Because I wasn't in senior choir.
Wake up in the morning, wake up in the evening, wake up when you want to, because no one else is watching. Wish you had something to say about it, because we all have problems. And it's one of those choir arrangements where there's no proper harmony. You would just kind of sing the same note but octaves apart, and it wound me up because it was, and I still am in that space. It was in my formative choral years, which have led me to be quite a traditionalist, where the best choral music is the stuff that is composed for a choir. And so the whole like, oh, let's sing Mr. Blue Sky, but make it for a choir of 10-year-olds, and it's sweet, but the critic and the cynic in the back of my mind goes, yeah, but this is like, where are the sevenths or whatever, This is by the same band that did that. Basically, it's quite a long story. But it's by a band called Passion Pit.
Oh, I've heard
it's
of them.
called Take a Walk. I said electro pop, but, it's that kind of early 2010s radio alt rock indie pop, as you've written. So, yeah, solid 3 points. I've chosen this because... generally, my selections today are not just things I'm listening to right now in summer.
Yeah.
It's things that I just have come, especially over the last couple of months as I've been thinking about it, music that I've come to associate with summer for multiple reasons.
Exactly.
This is probably the biggest one for nostalgic purposes, memory purposes. If I wanted to do more for nostalgia, I think that just would have been too easy for you. Because the things that spring to my mind are... Skip Tracing by Moth High Club. That whole album is very summery for me.
It's a problem I had as well.
And it's like anything I give you, you're going to get 3 to 4 points without even trying, But this was when I had COVID for the first time at uni, and I went out for my first walk once I was clean. Because I had to be very, very safe because I was living with someone who had a lung concern.
Oh, right.
So I was very, very good and very, very careful. And the first thing I listened to when I left was Strawberry Jam. So that's why that's so important, that album. Very nostalgic as well. But this was one of the tracks that was in the rotation. Don't know how it got in there. Don't know what made me remember it existed. But just quite a happy track. I don't know if it's lyrically happy, but it's quite positive sounding. So sort of like Foster the People effect.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've spoken so much more about this than I ever thought I would have wanted to. It's just a song I like, fundamentally. That's it. So we're going to move on. 3 points.
Thank you. I don't know why I associated Passion Pit with being a dubstep group. By the looks of it, they don't make dubstep whatsoever. I don't know why I ever thought that, but there you go.
I don't know any... to be honest, I think I only know there's 2 songs by Passion Pit. The one I like and the one I don't like. So I can't say much. Your second one, I'm certain I recognise it. I'm certain. Let me just see what else I've got here. And I think this is from an eclectic...
nice word.
An eclectic electronic band.
Okay.
Or electronic folk, whatever, electronica band you quite like. Which, everything you've given to me, I really like. It's just, I respect my list so much. I could enjoy these guys now, but I'm just like, I've subscribed to this list. I'm going to stick with it. I think this is Black Moth Super Rainbow.
Okay.
And I remember there being one song by them, which is something to do with like All the Colours You Are or something. So I put that. I said 2000 because I think that's around about when they were active. They still are, aren't they?
Yeah, they put out an album this year.
There you go.
Yeah.
I said electronica, kind of lounge-like. It's a bit chill. So I put that as well. Yeah.
Fair enough. You can have 2 points.
Thank you.
It is Black Moth Super Rainbow. You're right. I think I've used it in a game before. This
okay,
one,
there you go.
But I wanted to use it again because
it works for this
game. It is one of the most summery feeling songs.
I think then they generally,
or just like I guess they feel naturey a lot of the time, and at least maybe that's where my association comes from. I enjoy nature a lot more when it's the summer. So yeah, the track is called Smile the Day After Today.
That one,
That's that one. They started in 2003, I think, that sort of time. So a lot of the big ones you're sort of looking at, 2004 was Starter People, which is my favourite of theirs. So anywhere after that time, you're in the ballpark for their stuff. This came out in 2009, so a bit too early. Rate Your Music said Neo-Psychedelia.
I think that's fair.
It's a very broad term. I think you can use it a lot, but down tempo is also a thing. I thought maybe mainly in that it's like beat based and it's sort of trip hoppy, but not because there's no vocals. It's interesting. But I gave you Electronica.
That's kind.
You can have that.
That is kind.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, Black Moth Super Rainbow they're a band that I associate heavily with nature anyway. And I think I spoke about them in the first ever Whiteboard Game that we recorded as a podcast. I think I probably used this track in a recorded one as well.
Sure.
So this may be the first highlights that we can combine 2 sections that we've talked about the same track for. Giving myself extra work there.
Happy summer.
But again, it's like there's not a load of nostalgic value I have for it. I think I listened to it first time in 2023, 2022 actually,
maybe.
No, 2023, I think.
I think I want to say 23.
Yeah. So there's not a mass amount of nostalgia, so I can't speak about it from a point of, it was summer at this point and I like this song at this time, that's why it feels summery. It just generally feels summery. Again, it's not one I can write an essay about, it's just how it feels to me.
Just how it feels.
There's an element of folkiness about it. I liked how you described them as like folk electronic sort of stuff, because it does feel like that, especially with this sort of stuff.
If you gave electronic instruments to like a community of sentient trees, I think they would make Black Moth Super Rainbow tracks.
It feels like it, doesn't it? And you maybe shoved a tab of acid into the bark or something.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Take it!
I've talked about this track before, so I'm not going to go deep into it, but it is a highlight of instrumental music of mine. I do love this track. It's got a great vibe to it. Hard to dislike, I feel. And it's a highlights off of the album. It's off of Eating Us, which I find to be a bit of an in the middle.
Is that the one with the face?
Yeah, it's got a face on the hand, and it's all like grayscale. There's some really good ones on there. Some of the best Black Moth Suprema stuff, for example, this track. But there's also a lot of stuff that is just quite forgettable, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I'm going to leave it there. You can have 2 points.
Thank you very much. It's very generous.
Okay. Your next one. There are a few of yours that were instrumental ones that...
I'm sorry.
I don't apologise. It's the nature of the game.
I think I have a lot of instrumental summary things.
Yeah, it's very natural. You want to... I think for this game as well, you want to draw from a lot of different places as well. But it felt... I've got Jazz Fusion down because it felt Jazz Fusion-y, but I was thinking, I don't know what artist to put for it. Because it didn't feel like Western jazz. It felt almost sort of Japanese in terms of its harmony. It reminded me a bit of Cassiopeia. I think I probably should have put Cassiopeia maybe, but from what I remember of their stuff, it's a lot faster paced.
Yes.
And a lot less this is sort of like lounge jazz sort of feeling. So I think he's Japanese. Tatsuro Yamashita?
He is Japanese.
Japanese, yeah. Because I was thinking between him and maybe Masayoshi Takanaka, but he's a guitarist more so, I think, and I didn't hear guitar in it, so I thought it was probably best to bank on Tatsuro instead. Guess it was called Cool Breeze, no reason. Just that's what I'm sort of hoping for at this current moment in time. Jazz fusion. I was going to put down J-Jazz, as in like Japanese jazz, to carry on the joke, but I thought maybe some things are best left in the past.
I'm still glad you said it. It gave me a chuckle. So.
1987, random Tatsuro Yamashita year.
It's a really good answer. For the information you were given, it's a really good answer. It's 2 points.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I'm afraid you've been YouTubed again. This is a composer called Yoshio Suzuki. It's called Our Sunday Morning. Nice. It's a good answer because you're a year off, 1986. And I have put Jazz Fusion down. I put New Age as well. Yeah. For the sort of airiness it has in the way that Japanese composers just seem to effortlessly make things so pretty. Yeah. This is the opening track of this album I discovered called... hang on. Called...
What is it called?
Drum roll.
We are waiting to hear what it's called. This is still waiting to hear what it's called.
Good padding.
Music.
Really good padding. Morning Picture. It's called Morning Picture. As in picture of the morning. Morning Picture.
Nice.
It's the opening track. And I've spoken to you about this moment I have when I listen to things where you sort of have to stop and my reaction is, oh no, is this going to be a classic kind of thing? When I first heard how the piano in this sparkles, when it first comes in, the do-do-do-do-do-do, and that whatever he's done to it or whatever he's doubled it with or whatever, and then you get some double reed instrument come in with this more sort of solo line. I was listening to this track and went, I could be in trouble here. This could be really special. I regret to inform you that the opening track is the highlight. It's still a nice listen, but nothing I think this sets such a high standard for me, this opening track. It's beautiful. And then it does just become kind of like jazz fusion, which is okay. But there's something a bit more special and magical to the opening. I don't know what it is. It's je ne sais quoi, you know? It's got a something. And like what you said with the last one, I just think it's quite summery. I just think it's really bright. Yeah. It says Our Sunday Morning, in almost like an impressionist way. I listen to it and I can see, like, you wake up at 7 a.m. and the sun is coming through in rifts through your window. And you open it up and there are already cars going about. I'm imagining, like, you know, Tokyo in the 80s or something, or somewhere in the US in the 80s. Start of like an 80s cop mystery film.
Oh yeah.
Where it's very warm and very pretty. You're by the coast somewhere, but there's going to be a murder. You just don't know it yet. Write that film. I'll write the film. Why not if I have the time? I make no promises. 2 points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know if there's any standout jazz fusion albums, maybe except some Herbie Hancock stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's,
Headhunters,
which I do like. I
Yeah.
do like Headhunters.
But yeah, apart from that, I think a lot of it is just sort of tracks that are really good, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
For your third one, this was, well, it was like an 85% instrumental track, wasn't it? There
Yeah.
was some mangled speech in there. And so I tried to think, what would Chris give me that could fit the bill of having weird speech going into what appeared to be an electronic track? So I reached into my Chris banks in the back of my brain and thought, what does Chris like? Because he's not going to give me a massive surprise this early in the game, surely. So I said Boards of Canada. And I tried my best to figure out what on earth was being said. And I felt like maybe the word friend was in there. But by the tone of the woman's voice, I thought she was going like, oh, him, he's only a friend. So I put only a friend. 2007, because I know they've got some more recent stuff. And I think that's more recent by their standards.
Yeah.
I said electronica. Because purely off the speech bit, I said broken transmission. I don't know if that's valid or not, but yeah, we'll see.
Debatable. I'll give you 2 points though.
Thank you.
It's a good
Thank
guess. It is Boards of Canada.
Sweet.
Good
Cool.
guess. It has that unsettling, weird vibe.
It was unsettling, yes.
Yeah. Very good reason it feels unsettling. The track is called Julie and Candy.
Okay.
I can't remember why it's called that. It definitely has a reason,
Is that the name
but
of
I
the
can't
people?
remember. No. But as in the album this is off of is highly
Oh, is this the
conceptual.
cursed one?
Yeah.
Okay.
IDM/trip hop, I said, was the genre.
Why did I not put IDM? Why did I not put IDM?
I always associate IDM with more like techie sort of drum loops rather than just sort of loops.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But that's what Rate Your Music said. I put trip hop as well because it's instrumental hip hop, got a creepy vibe.
Yeah.
Trip hop. 2002. This is Geo Gaddy. This is the creepy one because there's lots of references to Satan and the devil.
Cast him out.
An interesting concept to do because up until that point, no one thought that, no one had the inkling suspicion, or that they're not, but as in, you wouldn't have even, theorized that they even could be Satanists. And they're not Satanists, but this album makes you think, but maybe they are.
But what if?
I can't tell.
Unless.
And it's not satanic music, I think. I don't really, the more I think about it, the more I think, why did they make a concept album about Satan and the devil? It's so weird. And they have so many references to satanic things, like, I'm not sure if it's strictly a satanic cult, but the one involved in the Waco siege, and David Koresh.
Yeah,
You
correct.
probably recognise his name.
In what way does this relate to flowers and the beach?
Well, this is the thing. This was the one that I wanted to use because it's summary, but not necessarily in a good summary way.
Okay.
To me, this feels like this, and the whole album generally feels like just overly aggressive heat.
Okay, yeah.
Just it being obsessively hot.
Good shout. Yeah.
I think a lot of it is the very visceral percussion they use. It's all very sort of edgy. And there's always a lot of just sort of weird sounds in the background. So it feels like there's a lot going on all the time. But the problem is it feels that way to me. But I remember the first time I listened to this album was on one of the hottest days of the year. So I feel like I can't tell if I actually feel like it's obsessively hot sounding or if that's just what I associate with it because that's when I first listened to it. It's a weird thought experiment. But yeah, I can't help but listen to it and just feel like it's just aggressively hot. There's another track on this album called The Beach at Red Point, which, just not the mic, which does just feel like, I don't know, you're just melting on a beach and it's too hot. I don't know how to describe it. They do a fantastic job at making these very visceral and crazy things. If you're interested in Boards of Canada, I'd implore you to check them out a bit more. This album generally is quite dark if you look into it. I remember listening to it the first time and going, I don't really see what everyone's on about. It's just a Boards of Canada album, really. But the more you look into it and the more you research about it, the more you realise actually there's a lot of references there. Just very, very interesting album. And I think the mystery of Boards of Canada generally adds to the interest of these sort of albums. Yeah, so there you go. How many points was I going to give to you? 2 points. Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I think Canada gets quite warm in the summer as well, so there's that too.
Hopefully.
I think it's country of polar opposites.
Yeah, it's a bit like us in some ways. Yeah.
I think they get quite snowy in the winter, quite hot in the summer, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I'll be answering your number 3 now.
Number 3.
I was doing my best to not make you say that. I was going, if I say number 3, he's going to do it. He's going to do it, and I have nothing. I can't stop him from doing it.
Number 3.
This sounded like someone I know you like the music of. Specifically the music of.
And I already know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And I know he's had at least 2 projects, one more of a solo one, and I know that you enjoy more of his solo. Well, I don't know if they're, it might be solo, I don't know. Kil Moon, it felt like it had his sort of voice. He has quite a warm voice, to be fair to him. I thought he was singing all the same at one point, so I put that down. I put folk rock, might be more strictly folk. I had slowcore down, but I thought the way that he plays his guitar it doesn't feel like how slowcore feels.
No.
Because you can have some slowcore that's not like a slow tempo, but the way that they play is slow, if that makes sense. And I put a random year, 2008. I think he's sort of in the late 2000s maybe. I can't really remember his years, but there you go.
The word rock is throwing me.
If it means anything, I didn't think having it in there generally was appropriate. I just left it in there.
I'm still going to give you the point for the genre
best
as
I can.
well.
Thank you.
For the word folk. I'm going to give you 3 points.
Thank you.
It is Kil Moon, who I like some of the music of.
He makes good music.
At times. He has on occasion made good songs. This is called... And I haven't been able to spell it entirely correctly because I don't know the shortcut, so I could have just copy and pasted, I suppose. It's the name of a place in Norway. And so it's missing. I don't know what the name of the accent is with the sort of outline of a circle above the letter.
Oh, I don't know either.
But I'll say it how he pronounces it, Alesund. 2010. I said folk. I said Spanish classical, purely for the way he plays the guitar.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like a nylon as well. This is I've spoken about him before, so I'll try and keep it limited for everyone's sake. This is in the time period where he hasn't gone down the deep end in terms of songwriting for me yet, which is because I do genuinely think he can write very good melodies and harmonic progressions and things. And there is a slow core element as well. There is an element in his songwriting being able to stay in the same chord progression for a while. Without much variation. But his later stuff, man, it's basically just, and then I woke up and I went to the store and they were out of milk, so I was sad. So I went to the other store and I thought about a woman that I got with 17 years ago. It's just him reading diary entries.
Okay.
but dull diary
Yeah.
entries.
Yeah.
If I can make a reference to, I'm going back in time in my life. I'm regressing. I'm rewatching Adventure Time because I love the show. I love the show, and there's one episode where you discover one of the books that the two main characters own, and it's called. I think it's the Dream Journals of a Boring Man or something, and they read an excerpt, and it's something like, "And then I saw myself." And he said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I am you." And he went, "I am me?" And then he went, "No, I am you." And I said, "How can that be? If you're me and I'm you, how can you be me?" And he went, No, I'm you." And then the other character goes, "Okay, leave it there." But this is in the good period still, for me, where he still walks this line perfectly of personal anecdote, but also really profound global lyricism as well, stuff that you can apply to everyone at the same time. Things that go deeper than "this happened to me and only me," basically. Because I think it's just his experience of presumably playing a show in this town or city or whatever, I don't know how big it is, in Norway, and of meeting a woman there, perhaps, I'm not sure, and it sounds like nothing really ever came of it, I don't know. It's really pretty. And this allows me very quickly to talk about something I will talk about further on with another track I've given you in particular. One kind of music I've discovered I really associate with summer, which is very heavily sort of fingerstyle folk. Because I think there's something gritty and human about it. And that's an angle of summer that I don't enjoy, but that maybe because I don't like summer. If I had to balance all the seasons, I don't mind it. I don't hate any season. It's probably my least favourite. And so maybe I think of the grittiness of summer more than the average person, maybe, I don't know. Sort of the sweat and the heat and like the anger. You know, when you're out in the sun, you're more likely to be emotional, I feel. And they're just walking for miles and, you know, just something about classical fingerstyle folk. I don't know why that makes me feel that way, but it does. Makes me imagine deserts and stuff. And the colour yellow. Synesthesia. There you go. Look it up.
Yeah.
Right. 3 points.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations on your synesthesia diagnosis.
Self-diagnosed, yes.
Don't we all?
I think that is probably one of the ones that is most often self-diagnosed, I think. I mean, can a doctor diagnose synesthesia? Or is it just, I see red when I hear Kanye West? I don't know.
It's weird. It's a very general area of association, like mental association with things. It feels like something just people do generally. So for it to be a specific medical term feels like there probably is a way of actually categorically saying you have synesthesia, but I don't know.
So for your number 4, is it, or 3?
4.
Cool. Yes, because I'm guessing first. I haven't listened to all of this band's stuff, but I recognise the voice. And so it could be an album I haven't listened to, or I could be caught out, it could be a solo thing. Maybe there's just a whole other thing I don't know about, and it's just a voice I thought I recognised. I don't know. I put Ween. I thought it sounded like Ween vocals. He said English and Western. And if I had to guess what word it was, I put Stallions.
Stallion,
yeah. I said 2005.
I am the Stallion.
Mang. I said indie rock, and purely for the opening vocal arrangement, doo-wop. There you go.
Yeah, the opening has a weird, like, vocal sampled thing. I don't know why it's there, but yeah.
Good. Can you imagine someone reviewing your song? They put this thing. I don't know why it's there.
I don't know why it's there. It's creativity in it. Yeah. I'll give you 2.5 points.
Ooh, okay.
The half point is from the artist because it is. I don't want to say one member of Ween because it might be him and a backing band.
Okay.
I've always thought that this album is just him, but the more that I've looked at it for this game, I think he might have a proper band behind him. This is Aaron Freeman.
Okay, so
AKA Gene Ween
yeah, thought so.
of Ween. But when you find this album online, a lot of the time it says it's by Freeman, which I think was the band that he had around that time to do his sort of solo stuff.
Morgan?
Is
he involved?
No.
Martin?
No. Unfortunately.
No.
It's not the Freeman brothers. It's and the album it's off of is called Freeman as well. Track is called The English and Western Stallion. Good job.
Smashed
You got it right.
Proud of that. Cool.
For some reason, Rate Your Music said psych pop. I can sort of see it. Some of the synths sound a little bit psychedelic. They're like organy, I guess. But pop rock felt like more what it was. I'll give you indie rock.
Thank you.
2014 was when it came out. So yeah, after Ween's heyday. I listened to this in the summer of 2022, and it's probably a lot of the association I have for it. I feel like a lot of alt-rock band frontman solo albums, at least some of the ones I've listened to, have a summery sort of feel.
That's fair.
I don't know how to describe that any more than that.
Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about it now. Yeah.
They have the vibe, don't they? I think the album cover helps because it's like a sea scene and it's like a very sort of orangey yellow sunset.
Oh, sweet!
But the sun is like an eye. I don't know why the sun is an eye, but and it looks like a bad Photoshop job as well.
Okay,
it's not a great cover.
To see this,
but the music it's off of is pretty good. As far as solo projects of alt rock band members go, it's pretty good. I feel like a lot of the time they're quite hit and miss. But this one is pretty good. I don't really know what this song is about, because I know around this time he'd left touring with Ween.
Sure.
And he had some alcohol problems, I think. And the first track off of this album, this is the second track, the first track is called Covert Discretion, which I think is specifically about one of the final performances he had with Ween, where I think he went on and he was drunk. And like partway through, he's just rambling and playing a song, and the rest of the members just walk off stage.
Oh, God.
And he's just there, and his hair's crazy. And it's like a really bad down moment. And that song is sort of him looking back on it and just sort of being like, awful. That was bad, wasn't it?
That was quite bad.
That was bad.
Yeah.
He's on his feet now. He's doing well.
Yeah, sure.
He pulled it out the bag. Good on you, Aaron Freeman. You're doing well. And we are still touring, I think. When will you come to England?
We love you, Ween.
Please.
Come to London.
Yeah. Feels like, I don't know, holiday music to me. I mean, me and my family, we holiday in England quite a bit. And sort of like, well, I always listen to music on the way there. So I'll listen to all my albums.
In one go, at the same time.
All the albums I like, all at the same time.
Charles Ives.
It's like listening to Mersbo, but harder. It's nice. That's why I do it. And I guess I've just garnered that association with it. I remember listening to it on the way to a holiday in 22, and it was nice. That's where the association comes from. It feels bright. It feels warm. It's got a little nick in my throat there. So that's my body telling me I need to shut up and let you do yours. So, 2.5 points for you.
Thank you. I'll take the half point. Where does it stack up against Ween releases?
It's a good question. I would say best Ween albums, you got Chocolate and Cheese, The Mollusk, Quebec. For me, I'd put The Pod up there. I really like The Pod.
Yeah.
I think maybe Pure... It's either this or Pure Guava.
I enjoy Pure Guava.
It's either this or Pure Guava for me.
Don't get too close to my fantasy.
It's a good one.
Isn't all time that's a top 10 for me.
So it's sort of middle of the pack. It's pretty good.
Cool.
I haven't listened to. I know Dean Ween's got one as the Dean Ween group.
Okay, nice.
He's got 1 or 2 albums that I haven't listened to. I've always thought his songwriting is more novel than Aaron's.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And Aaron felt like the more seasoned songwriter. So I've never delved into Mickey's music. But there you go.
Government name.
Sorry. Exposed.
I am the Stallion. There you go. Mang.
There's a beautiful bit in that song where I think Dean Ween enters the room as Aaron's recording.
Yeah.
And he goes, Diener. And then Dean goes, what the hell's going on, man?
Just two boys.
Yeah.
Just 2 boys.
Listen to the pod, man. Your number 4.
See, I refrained. I held back. There was a pause. There was a window. I didn't
He's
do
learning.
That's an upload for the future. Compilation of Fred saying what number it is. There you go. I'm being serious.
There was, I want to say, maybe 1 or 2 more instrumental ones.
Yeah.
Which felt video gamey, but I also thought one of these has got to be Hiroshi Yoshimura, surely. And I've charted it as this one.
Cool.
I guess it was called Aquagate. Felt like I was in an underwater video game, and I've just come to, like, I don't know, the entrance to Atlantis or something.
Nice. Cool.
Ambient, playing it safe there. I also put video game music in case it is actually from a video game. 2010. No basis for the year, really.
That's fine. 1 point.
Okay. Thank you. Take that.
I regret to inform you. Don't go changing your answers, or I suppose you've already used them now. I was so close to using Yoshimura.
Okay.
But I thought, nah, he knows I'm going to do it. Because I think I concluded, I justified not including Yoshimura with the following. That there is something about his music that it's not that he suits any season more than another, is that he suits all of them equally well.
Okay.
I find.
Yeah.
I think it's just the brilliance of his ambient music that there's no perfect time of year, because every day is the perfect time of year. There is no weather condition that doesn't suit his music, kind of thing.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I think like Green, for example, can go across spring, summer. I think Wetland can arguably do every season.
Yeah.
Flora's probably the most summery, exclusively.
I have to listen to that soon.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I could keep talking about Yoshimura, but it's not even Yoshimura, so let's not talk about him this time. I'll have other opportunities. There's always another opportunity.
He always finds a way.
I've used him maybe once or twice now. I think he's from Shropshire, actually. Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night.
Really?
It's called That one.
Yeah, that those 2 symbols.
Those 2 glyphs.
That's what it's called. I'll look it up now while you're...
Yeah, do a bit of Google Translate for me, thank you. It is off an album called, I want to say, Endless Desert, maybe? And it's an album cover with, like, it looks like 8-bit, and it's like a black pyramid that's outlined in kind of dark orange. It looks like the kind of thing you'd get on an error computer from ancient Egypt, kind of thing. It's like an error message from an ancient Egyptian computer.
Okay.
It's so long. The album's like 3.5 hours. It's so long. This is, I think, this section, because each track's also like 25 minutes. It's like the ending, I want to say, of track 4 or 5, maybe 5. Track 5, I think. And the outro lasts for about 4 minutes or so, and I think that's the highlight of the whole album. Those 4 minutes, they're just so pretty. I have chosen this. I should actually keep talking. From the year 2022, I put slush wave, ambient, and space ambient. I think that's valid here. I have chosen this for no other reason other than this was the music that I listened to as I returned from Belgium on the plane. There you go.
Nice.
And I went to Belgium in the summer. And as I was listening to it, the more I felt like, yeah, this was a good choice. This was a good choice to download to the phone. I did fall asleep at one point, I think, which is impressive because it's only about a 50-minute flight. But when I woke up, the final 2 tracks are like quite drony. In a not in like a deep rattling drone way, but quite an airy, open way. And so when I woke up, I did feel like my phone had glitched because it was just the same thing constantly. But I just let me hang it out, and eventually it changed. I went, oh, okay. It's pretty good. I think it's like top 2 or 3 of his records.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, 1 point.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking it up. Yeah, the title means abandoned, apparently.
And I was leaving a country.
There you go.
There you go. Poetry.
It all works together. Yeah, he's from Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury,
That's
nice.
mental.
Nice.
And he's younger than us. Now I feel sad.
No, listen. No spoilers of what the next Idio Twin plan is for releases. But I think he has made a certain style of music that when he was doing it, this kind of vaporwave, slushwave stuff, was very popular on the internet. And so he is very internet famous. Despite being young, you don't really need to go out and do a vaporwave concert. I don't know how you would. So don't beat yourself up, man. He's played his skill set and the time well. What will Idio Twin release next? I hear you ask. Wait and see.
You'll have to be patient.
Wait and see. Maybe the answer will come to you in dreams. Who knows? So, your number 5?
Yeah.
Again, I didn't do it. It's like I'm in rehab. For saying a phrase. I tried my best to Chris Logic this. I thought maybe this isn't a complete surprise. Maybe it's something that you do know. And the only place I could place this within the Chris bubble was at the door of the Avalanches. And I figured out what was being, what lyricism was going on. So I put How I Feel. I don't know which bit of the lyrics they took as a title because it's been sampled, so they could take whatever the hell they want. I said 2000, Plunderphonics, 4 points, thank you very much.
Hold on. Hold on there.
Objection!
It is a brilliant guess. I think Avalanches is a brilliant guess. It's not.
That's very kind.
But you will get a point.
For a brilliant guess, 1 point?
Yeah.
For a succulent, brilliant guess?
You had good guesses for all of the sections, but all of them.
Just off.
Except one.
Yeah, oh well.
This is by Chance.
The rapper?
Whatever that is. Whatever that means. Those symbols. I did look it up. They mean De La Soul, I think. So his name is Chance De La Soul.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Oh,
no.
well.
It's a chap who makes future funk in it.
Okay, cool.
The track is called Summer. I think you can see the connection there, why I've used it.
Well, actually, you might need to explain that one. It's tough.
Yeah, some things not even essays can explain. Future funk / Plunderphonics. I gave you a point for Plunderphonics.
Thank you.
2019. I think we did a countries round last season, and I used a track of his off of this album.
You? I can't remember that.
And I used it because it felt future funky, but there's a lot of future funk artists that aren't American. I say that like it's like very few are American. Not true. A lot of them are. But this was... I remember I found it because it's quite a high ranked album on Rate Your Music for future funk.
Okay. And
I remember seeing it and thinking, where's Hit Vibes by St. Pepsi? Firstly.
Tell me about it. I ask that to everyone all the time. Every time I go around someone's house and I look at the shelf where they have all their music and I go, where's Hit Vibes, man? Is this a party or not? Come on.
It's a household object. But I'd never seen it before. I'd never heard of him. So I thought it's quite highly rated for a Future Funk album. I listened to it. And it's really good. It's more akin to the Avalanches. That's why it's a very good guess.
Thank you.
Because it's all very, I feel like as much as I like St. Pepsi, a lot of his Future Funk is simplified to the point of the emphasis is just on the groove and just sort of how it feels, as opposed to making it layered and evolve over time, like say a lot of Avalanche's stuff is. And this guy's music is the closest I've found to Avalanche's stuff because there's so many samples going on. Yeah, it's like it's interesting because I feel like with this sort of stuff, when you're using so many samples and it's evolving and going in different ways, you've got to strike a balance between not making it too thin, so you're just using one sample and it's boring, and not overloading samples so it's a mess. And I think he does a very good job. I think that's why no one can perfectly replicate the Avalanches because it's too hard.
Yeah.
All right, they
it's too well made.
Since I Left You as an alien of an album, it shouldn't exist.
So I put on my best. No, that's not.
Her shoes, that's Wildflower.
Wildflower, yeah.
But this guy's the closest I've found, and I think if he made more celebrated stuff, I think he would
compliment, actually.
He would be seen as a more celebrated artist in this sort of field. Because Rate Your Music is the only place that I've seen this really celebrated, this album. It is very good. And it's probably my favourite song off of it. Cool. It's got massive summer vibes.
Yeah.
It's very bright. I think at points it has just like a pad, just that comes out. Feels like the sun shining on you.
That's nice.
I'm pretty sure when I made my my Chris's recent faves playlist, this was an early edition, and it's still on there today.
There you go.
There you go.
It's not even a recent fave anymore. No. It's just a fave.
I just like it. I can't stop listening to it. It's a very good song. Another aspect I like about summer, and I'll just quickly touch on this briefly. Everything is bright and everyone's out. It feels like people are doing stuff. It feels communal. It feels, and when you go out, you feel like you're amongst people. And when it's winter, everyone's cold and just trying to get to places. When it's summer, it feels like everyone's just sort of can enjoy themselves and be outside.
Tell you what, another bonus of that is less people at home, easier to burgle.
Yeah. I had the same thought. I just didn't want to say it because I didn't want to indict myself. In the inevitable
people don't
court
know
hearings.
where I am, and even if they did, they wouldn't see me until it was too late, so it's fine.
Whiteboard Game moments that should not be taken out of context.
Do not cut that. This is... I dare you. I dare you.
But yeah, I think in tracks like this, and quite a few of the Avalanche's stuff, is they'll have audio of like, I don't know, like people partying and enjoying themselves. And that, I think, has a huge impact for me in terms of where it associates with summer. Because that's what I associate with summer, is everyone being out and enjoying themselves.
Yes, cool.
So there you go.
There you go.
1 point. Good job.
Thank you for my 1 point. Yes.
The last extract in this half, hope you've been enjoying it. If not, I'm sorry, we'll try and do better in the second half.
Please come back.
This is your number 5. It sounded to me, well... Ladies and gentlemen, this is extract number 5. This sounded to me like Joni Mitchell. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. A few lines I thought I could pick for titles here. I ended up going with Icarus. Folk, shoe in for Joni Mitchell, really. It comes with, it's like a buy one, get one free. It comes with Joni Mitchell, really. And there were elements of it that sounded 80s to me, like the wah-wah sort of guitar. So I put 84. I thought, send it. So there you go.
2 points.
Thank you.
2 points. For the shoe-ins, basically. Joni Mitchell plus folk. Sorted. We can say that of a lot of different artists, Avalanche, as we just said.
Yeah,
Plunderphonics. Brian Eno, second place. It's true of a lot of these things.
Oh dear.
Inside jokes for all of our 2 listeners. Don't underrate the podcast. Cut that out. I don't want to be heard saying that. Cut that out.
Did you get that one, Mum? Do you understand the joke?
Yeah, so this is Joni Mitchell. It's a track called Amelia. From 1976's release of Hejira. It's a folk album, obviously. This, I think, is, along with Blue, the one that people praise the most, Hejira. I'm going to go out on a limb here. Because I think, there are a lot of personal opinions I can give about different albums. Like, if you ask me what's the best sounding album, I'd probably give some quite... I struggle because I don't like giving favourites on anything, as I've said before. But all my answers would probably be quite personal. Like, not many other people are probably going to say Vekatimest, or Up or So by Peter Gabriel or whatever. I might have some opinions that are a bit more objective, which is impossible. It's an oxymoron, I know. But there might be more people who agree with me when I say, Smile or something.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of those more objective opinions I'm about to give.
Yeah.
This might be lyrically the best album of all time. It is so... The words are so well written. It's like someone at the absolute... She's already a brilliant lyricist, right? But this is like... So, how Mo Salah's already a great player, but, when he goes out and he has that game where he scores 4 goals against Watford kind of thing. It's like that game.
Okay.
It's someone who is already one of the best at what she does, locking in and writing something immense. This is my favourite track on the album. I think it's basically a comparison of her going on, basically just travelling the US and feeling quite... I don't know if she's just gone through a breakup literally in her life at this point, or if she's just writing about it poetically kind of thing, or just reminiscing. But either way, she feels like a traveller and she feels quite alone.
Okay.
And she just constantly draws comparisons to how she feels that feeling of being lost to the disappearance of Amelia Earhart. Which is why at the end there's no chorus, it's just refrain, well, verse, and each one is ended with a slight variation on Amelia, it was just a false alarm. And I don't know if that means to say I'm not really missing, I'm still here. I don't know exactly, but it's still beautiful. The guitar work is stunning. It does loop for a whole 7 minutes and you never get bored. Because it's got these slight little bits of, you've said it before, sort of ear candy here and there. You got a harmonic here, a big strum there, kind of thing. It keeps you going. The album is gorgeous, and I do recommend it. It feels like for people who listen to Joni Mitchell, it's probably quite a basic thing to say for me to say listen to Blue and Hejira, but they're both stunning, and she deserves to be touted as one of the best of all time. Truly. What I'll end on is a bit of trivia that you will enjoy. Who plays bass on this album?
I'm going to guess Jaco Pastorius.
Jaco Pastorius, there you go. You can hear it's like a stick bass at times and stuff, so it's like fretless. Although I don't think stick bass existed at this time, I'm not sure, but it sounds fretless at times, the way he's sliding and stuff. It's gorgeous.
Cool.
The ensemble is so tight-knit. They're so... genuinely, it's a really pretty album. It's just really pretty. Cool. And if you do sit down and listen to what she's saying, you do just kind of end up sitting there with your mouth open. Just... It's like the modern equivalent, or the classic equivalent, rather, of Kendrick cooking kind of thing. And you're just like, but he's still going. It's only the second verse. He's still... You got to stop, man. I can't process it all. This is the folk equivalent of that. Okay. Because she just keeps saying good things, and you're like, we're only halfway through the song. What more could she possibly say? Wow. It's very good, and I'll give you 2 points.
Thank you. This is folk's equivalent of "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst."
There you go. Promise that you will sing about me.
I was going to mention actually on Rate Your Music on Joni Mitchell's page, it's got Wayne Shorter under related artists, and I thought, why is that? Looked it up. Apparently, they were close friends and frequent collaborators. Which is cool. Which I thought when you mentioned Jaco Pastorius, I thought maybe that's where that connection is from, because Wayne Shorter and Jaco Pastorius are both at a weather report. So maybe
that's a good shout, actually. It's a very good shout.
How she knows them, maybe.
Either way, I'm so glad they worked together on an album.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that there.
Cool.
So it's at this point that you go take your pause. Maybe you've woken up. Maybe you've listened to this half on the way into your desk job somewhere in, the Mall. And then when you come home in, 7 hours, having done your salaryman shift, you've, I don't know, excavated some company somewhere. You've, you've made 100 people redundant, doing good work for the community. You listen to the second half, which will be, it's not coming soon. Just click it. It's right there.
Yeah.
Click it.
We upload them at the same time for your convenience.
Click it.
Might as well.
We've got another 10 summer extracts coming. We'll see you there.
See you later.
Thank you.